Hey guys, welcome to Advocates for Justice Foreclosure Defense Paralegal Service. We are different and we prove it. I'm Coach Neighbors. Most of you guys know who I am. Today, we're going to do a promotional video to support our first ever foreclosure defense online course. We're excited to bring our first online course to the public. So now you guys have a chance to fight. This video, I will explain my opinion on one of the most popular questions I get asked when people are investing in our lawsuit packages. And I'm sure I'll get asked the same question for the online course. So we're going to hit that up today. We've been providing the lawsuit packages for homeowners now for about a year and a half, going on 2 years, something like that. We have a lot of people in our private rescue Facebook page that are still in their house fighting. So the number one question is, how many wins do I have? And first off, I have to say, I'm not the one that's trying to win anything, okay? I'm just a coach. But I'm going to answer the question anyway, and I'm going to try to answer it without an attitude, because most of the time when people ask me that is because they're not doing anything. In order to answer their question, how many wins does our program have? I'm going to assume that's what they're talking about. We have to look at what is a win. Now, in my mind, a win is when the judge rules in your favor, orders their attorneys to pay you right there on the spot. Okay, sorry, I got a little carried away with that. I've never seen that happen. That's what I consider a win. A win is when the judge rules in favor and grants you everything and forces the attorney to pay your legal fees like they do when it's the other way around. I've never seen that happen, and I've been doing this for a while. A win is determined in the conventional program, okay? In the conventional program, the attorneys always win. Think about it. Who structured the conventional foreclosure defense program? Yep, the attorneys that are trying to steal your home. When they attack your property, you are forced to hire one of their bar club buddies to help you, right? Then you're dragged into court manned by the bar members' buddies. The bar buddies get to make the final decision. So guys, tell me, have I got this correct so far? Is this about what you went through? Did you figure out they had you in an administrative hearing? When the district judge dismissed your wrongful foreclosure lawsuit, did you figure out the district judge dismissed your lawsuit based on a report from the magistrate judge? Check your paperwork. Your lawsuit got dismissed based on a report from the magistrate judge, not the district judge's finding of facts and conclusions of law. Have you ever wondered how the judge could violate you in court by ignoring all the rules, all the evidence, and the law? Well, if they're in an administrative hearing, they don't have to give you any rights. Did you ever feel that everyone in court, including the clerk, knew you were doomed before you arrived for the hearing? These things are what happens when you proceed in their conventional foreclosure defense program. Now, what I have done is structured a non-conventional foreclosure defense program. And this program I structured pretty much from real-time feedback from our 574 private rescue Facebook page members. They've provided me real-time feedback about how these attorneys are trying to get out of being held liable in the lawsuit packages and the documents that they're filing in court. And that allowed me to make changes, to adjust things. And that's why the non-conventional foreclosure defense lawsuit package has like 24 documents in it. In the non-conventional foreclosure defense program, we attack the lack of jurisdiction. That is the main focus of this program, the state court's lack of jurisdiction. And really, if you stop and think about it, it's the only way to go, because their whole system is structured from fraud. So if you argue within their system, you're arguing the fraud. So when you get done arguing the fraud, at the end of the day, you're still standing in a pile of fraud. So no matter how it goes, you're still going to have the fraud in your face. And then you have the fraud answer from their fraud buddies that's going to throw your shit out. That's how this goes. When you focus your attack on the issue of their lack of jurisdiction, you will make them not want you in their court. That is how we do it. The non-conventional foreclosure defense goal is to stay in your house, to build your court record showing the judge violated your rights, because in the end, the judge is going to have to help the attorneys, because the attorneys are not able to answer to the documents in my packages. And the documents and the law and the online course are even more powerful. You will use the court's records to show the judge allowed the attorneys to pass by illegally dismissing your pleadings without allowing them to respond to them. In this program, you will have the legal documents you need to sue the judge as soon as he or she violates your rights. That's what we're all about. We're learning how to cut to the chase. And cutting to the chase means holding anybody, whoever it is that's interfering with your ability to get in court, liable. In my program, you will be adding the person who signed to start the foreclosure against your property to your wrongful foreclosure lawsuit as a number one defendant, and their law firm as a second defendant. And I'll tell you right now, that is the biggest mistake that most homeowners make that are fighting foreclosure. They never have the person that actually signed to initiate the foreclosure against your property. Their name is nowhere on the document. It's not the lender, it's the attorney. Go check your document. If you're in a judicial foreclosure, check the petition or the claim or whatever, and you'll see it's not signed by anybody from the bank. It's not the lender. It's the attorney acting as a third-party debt collector. When you get that right, you will be driver of the bus. Now, in my non-conventional foreclosure defense program, you're not looking to win. Your goal is to stay in your house and to do whatever it takes to get to stay in your house and force them to stand down by addressing the fraud they pulled that caused the situation that you're facing right now. It's simple. You know, I always tell people I play football in college and I box. So those are two things that not real smart people do. So I like to keep things simple. When you keep it simple, there's no room for arguing. And we all know once the arguing starts, the judge gets to help them. That's the way their system is structured. It's pretty simple. In my program, you will learn how to sue whomever is helping the third-party debt collectors steal your house. It could be the clerk. It could be the judge. It don't matter. You're going to add whoever it is to your lawsuit. That's how we do it here. Sometimes when people ask me how many wins, I get a little defensive, and I try not to be like too jumpy at them. But usually, what I ask them is what they're currently doing. So, what is the defense you're currently doing? What are you currently doing to protect your property? Most tell me I'm researching, which means they're not doing much. Or they tell me I'm looking for an attorney, at which point ends my conversation. And then I let them know that not everybody is a good candidate for my program. Because if you haven't figured out what's really going on here, you're going to struggle in my program. If you get in my program, you're going to have to keep an open mind, and you're going to have to follow the strategy that's set forth by the real-time feedback that we got from our Facebook team members. So this online course is set up to help you address the real issue. And the real issue is the bar members' fraud of looking out for each other and dismissing your stuff without cause and all of those things. This course is going to help you take care of that. This is not the normal program that most people put together. And my course is not for the faint at heart. Okay. If you have fear, my program is not good for you. I don't work well with people who have fear, when the fear paralyzes you, fear of attacking the attorneys or fear of holding a judge accountable, any of that stuff. If you have those things, my program is not good for you. Okay. If you're ready to get control of your foreclosure situation using a non-conventional foreclosure defense system that holds the parties that's attacking you liable for the fraud that caused you to be in a position to be attacked, you need to enroll in my online course, and let's get rolling. Thank you, and I hope I see you guys in the course.